Before we really get started and dive into this video, I just really want to say a heartfelt thank you to every single veteran out there who is watching this and every person who has supported a veteran in their life, who has lost a veteran. I'm sending you all of my love and my thoughts. I know this video is about veterans and I am not one. And so as we're watching this, I want to just really seek to understand the veteran experience and see if we can shed a little light to honor and hopefully support those who have given their life for our freedom. And I'm so grateful and I'm excited to listen to this song because it's been requested a lot and I know it's going to be a powerful one. So thank you to all of the veterans. Okay, let's do it. Already, I just have to say how incredible it is that Five Finger Death Punch is using this song to make a statement. They are not just using their lyrics and the music. They are putting the words on the page of this is a problem and we have failed this incredible population of people who has done so much for us. They are living on the streets. They are homeless. And this is not okay. We need to do something about it. I just really appreciate how they set the stage of I think it's really powerful. And those statistics are horrifying and staggering.
I spoke to God today, and she said that she's ashamed. What have I become? What have I done? I spoke to the devil today, and he swears he's not to blame. And I understood, 'cause I feel the same. Arms wide open, I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly care. I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell.
Okay, wow. These lyrics are so powerful. It's such a, the dichotomy between the righteous side of heaven and the wrong side of hell, speaking to God, speaking to the devil, speaks to the dichotomy of the inner and outer experience of a veteran where they're celebrated as a hero and they're expected to be made of stone, like these soldiers who go out, but they don't feel often like they're a hero and they know their own battles and their own struggles. And they struggle to feel proud of what they've done because of this blending of morality and the reality of what they're doing. And it's did I do the right thing or did I justify the wrong thing? And the weight of that, the existential weight of that, I was just trying to do the right thing. Did I do the right thing? And then looking at God and feeling like God saying, I'm ashamed of you, and looking at the devil and wow, how powerful is this? He swears he's not to blame. And I understood because I feel the same. I imagine they would feel like I've done these things, but that are quote unquote bad. All we hear all the time is you shouldn't kill, you shouldn't hurt other people. but they're doing it in the name of the greater good, in the name of protection. So they're doing these things. They're saying, but I'm not to blame. And it's just like this holding, this trying to hold of both of these things of like, did I do the right thing or did I justify the wrong thing? Am I on the wrong side of heaven or am I on the righteous side of hell? And living with the weight of that, I can't even imagine, of like, who am I? It cuts to the core of morality of, am I a good person? Am I a good human? Having to carry that around has to feel impossible, exhausting, and so isolating. Like only such a small group of people understand. And that's what I want to do in this video. I want us to seek to understand.
From God today, and she sounded just like me. What have I done, and who have I become? I saw the devil today, and he looked a lot like me. I looked away, I turned away, arms wide open, I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. I'm not defending, downward descending, falling further and further away, getting closer every day. I'm getting closer every day to the end. I'm getting closer every day. Arms wide open, I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell.
Oh my gosh. 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 Okay, one thing that I noticed, like this line, arms wide open, I stand alone. Like I'm asking for help, I'm reaching for help, and I'm standing alone. These people are walking past me. These people are walking by me. What I think is interesting is like the people that help the veterans so far in this video are people who are other veterans. Like the police officer, they had the same tattoo. And the woman and the child, as soon as she saw him, she just like ushered her child away and walked away. And then at the end, like he's like, you know me. Like makes me so emotional because it's like this community of people that deserves to have us, like the population, the civilians on their side, feel so often like they only have each other because we don't understand. We don't reach out when their arms are wide open. We don't see how they're not made of stone. We don't stop on the street. We don't know the right questions to ask. We shy away from the hard things that they've experienced. And so then we just make them feel even more alone.
I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven.
You know me.
And the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven.
You saved my life, brother.
The wrong side of heaven. And the righteous side. The righteous side.
Oh, this is so important. Yeah. This is so important. Wow. Wow. Thank you. You know, I am not a veteran, but both of my grandfathers were. And some of my favorite people, oh, I'm going to cry. Ben, John, Dave, Mac. I love you guys so much. Some of my favorite people are veterans. And I've had the privilege and the honor of hearing some of their stories and hearing some of their experiences and, seeing how with my grandpa, like he didn't get the support that he needed, seeing how hard it is to get help and feeling like really misunderstood and really cast aside by civilians, by people who have not served, who don't understand. I just have so much reverence for veterans and their experience, and for this song and the way that they did such a powerful job of painting how we have let veterans down. And I keep thinking back to that image in this video of the mom pulling her little girl away. She was trying to give them flowers and preventing connection. And I think that the intensity of the veteran experience often makes people who haven't had that experience shy away. And it makes veterans shy away from people who haven't had that experience because they haven't historically been able to support them. That's a shame, because the intensity of their experience should actually be something that us as civilians, we have reverence for. We don't have to be able to relate in a situational level to be able to relate on an emotional level. And at HeartSupport, we believe that regardless of the specific circumstance, if you peel back the layers of emotion, peel back the layers, you'll find common emotions that we can all connect with and relate to. So just because you haven't had this experience as a veteran doesn't mean that you can't be there for them and you can't support them. But what it requires is for you to have reverence for their experience. Because when you don't have reverence and you try to relate to their situation prematurely, it feels really invalidating and it feels really disconnecting and it feels further wounding. So you need to connect and say, okay, if I peel back the layers of this, these emotions are, I feel intense isolation, intense aloneness. I feel an intense questioning about my worth and who I am as a person. I feel an intense questioning about what is right and what is wrong and what is good and evil and where I fall on that spectrum. I don't know if I'm good enough. Those are emotions that a lot of people have had and can hold to some degree or another. So when we want to connect, we can access that part of us and hold reverence for the person in front of us that who has experienced it to 10, 20, 300 million degrees that we can imagine. It's a little bit like when you've lost a loved one and someone says like, oh yeah, I get it, my goldfish died. We don't want to do that. That's invalidating. We want to use the pain that we have and imagine what it would be like to live in this person's shoes who's had this experience 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 million times more challenging than us. They're experiencing these emotions 10,000 times more, and they are treated like they're supposed to be made of stone. Use this song to invite empathy. Use the intensity of the veteran experience to invite empathy in. And my call, my reminder to veterans is the intensity of your experience does not disqualify you from connecting with other people. And I am so sorry on behalf of anyone who has ever taken the flowers away from you, who has ever shied away. Intensity should garner reverence. Like, we should have reverence as civilians for your experience. And it should make us connect with you more and support you more, not create further disconnection. And so I want us all, if you're a civilian, to seek to understand. And if you're a veteran, keep opening your arms in places that will accept you and will support you, like this list of resources, like this comment section. Our comment section is a living support wall where you can share what your experience is, and our team of community will support you. And if you want to be someone who joins that, you can volunteer by clicking the link. But let's use this as a reminder to seek to understand each other and have reverence for those experiences who have experienced more intense pain and loss and grief and despair than we could ever even imagine. And so I just thank you. Thank you.